you obviously looked at Kyler Murray. What do you think of his quickness and how it's going to stress
Yeah.
you and the defense?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's talking about it, the quickness, his agility, his ability to get from point A to point B. It'll be tough to stop, but, we're up to the challenge.
And when you add in the mix of this Rondale Moore,
Yeah.
they've used him in the backfield, they've used him everywhere.
And
It's
there.
tough to spy on two different guys, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you really spy on the entire offense. They have a very electrifying offense, and it's going to be a tough task. But again, we're looking at the smaller details of it, and focusing on us and being able to execute as best as we can.
Jeremiah, can you kind of walk us through what happened with the throat contusion and what afterward going to the hospital? What was it?
Yeah.
What was it all like?
Yeah, it was probably early in the game, probably near the first series. Just my helmet kind of went into my neck and kind of pushed it back a little bit. It was more of a precautionary after the game, going to the hospital, staying overnight, making sure everything's okay. But I'm good.
Is that the reason you have a scratchy throat, or is there cold?
Say again?
Is that the reason you have a scratchy throat?
Oh no, scratchy throat for me. No, I'm good.
So I saw you make a tackle and you ran off to the sideline, took a knee. Was that the moment when it happened?
It was. Yeah, it was. Yep.
Did it just you couldn't catch your breath?
Yeah,
What
no, it
was
was.
that like
I don't know. It was just uncomfortable for me at the time, but after a play or two, I was back in.
yeah. So have you ever had that happen before?
No.
So you played almost the whole game?
Yes, the entire. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Did you think? I mean, you played the whole game, so you
Yeah.
probably didn't think you were headed to the hospital. So how did that happen?
Yeah, no, that did surprise me. But the team doctors do what's best for the players. Like I said, it was precautionary to make sure that I didn't go up in the airplane and my lungs started to swell up or anything. But no, it was okay.
Was it hard to breathe when you were playing like that?
No, not at the time. No.
Are you thinking like to yourself at all through this experience, like I got stitches in my forehead, I got a bruise throat? Like, has it been kind of a weird year that
Yeah, I mean, not exactly. I've had more injuries than this, as far as the smaller injuries, but it's nothing that's too detrimental. I'm still playing next week, so nothing too detrimental.
I know in college, sometimes they'll devote a linebacker to spy on a quarterback. Can you do that in the NFL?
I mean, yeah, I believe so. I mean, it just depends personnel,
Right.
personnel-wise, so yeah.
This
Simple
guy,
as.
is he a different kind of quick, Murray?
It's a different type of quick. Like what you mean, like a Vic quick, or
Just
like
yeah,
a,
just a shiftier quick, or you know what I
No,
mean?
he's
Some guys
quick.
are-
Yeah, he's really quick, electrifying guy. So we'll be looking forward to see what he brings to the table again. So
When you were drafted, the narrative was the Browns needed more speed on defense and quickness. With this schedule in mind, I mean, there's two against Lamar Jackson, there's this guy, there's Mahomes. But
Yeah.
that was your first game. So do you feel like this is your game to show
well,
you were drafted for?
yeah, I mean, what Coach Stefanski always says is, this game is the biggest game. Every game is the biggest game. That's the next game. So, if you ask me, do I think this is my game? Yes, because it's the next game. So we don't key in on the specific teams to say, oh, well, this is the largest game, but it's just the next game that's the most important game, and that's what I'm keying in on. So this is an important game. I feel like it's my game, and as time goes on, every next game will be that exact feeling. So.
I know you guys are kind of just starting your work on it, but Kyler's not built like a lot of quarterbacks. So how is he able to get that ball out at his size?
Well, I mean, he's unique to his skill set. Everybody in the NFL has something that they're very talented at, and something that separated them, that's brought them this far. And he has that. People may look at it as a weakness, but he looks at it as a strength, and obviously it's been a strength for him thus far.
The fact that he kind of drops back real deep on some of those, does that change how either the pass rushers have to deal with him or even the coverage?
Well, and speaking of deep dropping, I mean, the deeper you drop, the better it is for the D-line to, actually get to you. So he'll probably be looking to, roll out, probably be looking up to drop back in and things like that. So, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Given the problems at cornerback and what it'll be like Sunday, but some guys are injured.
Yeah.
Could you be covering one of these receivers in this game?
One of the receivers, I mean, whatever call is, in at the time, and whatever personnel is in at the time, if I end up guarding a receiver, that's what it would be. But not necessarily, looking forward to, I'm gonna guard this person, I'm gonna guard that person. It's just whatever's played at the time. We're focused on us, and that's where we're remaining at.
It shouldn't be a tight end that we'll worry about. It's main guys.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
When you look at the offense and you see the way they spread out, they have all these twitchy guys, and it's just, like Joe Wood said earlier, the season's like basketball on grass. Do you think that this is kind of a really good matchup for you and your speed, and this is kind of, the offense that, you're here to stop?
Yeah. I mean, like I said before, it's electrifying offense. We're not looking to do anything too different or anything, trying to change up schemes and things like that. We're going to be us. We're going to focus on us, and however the game plays out, that's how it plays out. The talented offense, we speak about it all day, and as you can see, they've been successful up until now. So, they're looking to come out and do what they do. We're looking to come out and do what we do. So.
They like to move. They like to move fast sometimes.
Yeah.
What sort of challenges does that present?
Just no huddle stuff, being able to get the call in, being able to align in the right places as soon as you can, and just being locked in and attention to detail. I wouldn't say it's any challenge or anything, but it is something that you have to focus on and key into. So.
Anthony Walker Jr. You said that JJ3 was calling the plays.
Yeah.
How do you think it went from an operation standpoint? It was a change up with the linebacker not doing it.
Yeah, no, a lot of guys can do that job. It's an important job to being able to call the defense and things like that. So it wasn't a drop off, So he's a great guy. He's a smart guy, and he understands the defense as much as we do. So I would say it was pretty much the same.
What did you guys learn as a defensive unit? Those two long touchdowns that they got against you last week. What do you guys learn from those situations?
Just attention to detail, being able to be in the right spots at the right time, being able to communicate the right things at the right time. So, again, attention to detail, laser focus, and if we attain those two attributes, I think we'll be fine.